gonna be my send-off. A message from the divine. I hope that spoke to you. If it was said in your language. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. But yeah, we need to wake up. We need to wake up our souls, man. We're all out here still trying to live in superficial reality online. And it's causing a deficit of empathy that we need as a collective to survive this. We need to have compassion for one another. We need to have compassion for people that are getting us through these things. Like, it's cool to be that. It's cool to be compassionate. It's cool to be kind. It's cool to have empathy and not just project your fucking opinions onto people 24/7, man. That shit is daunting and exhausting. And some of us have the skin to deal with it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't penetrate sometimes, man. There are people trying their fucking best right now that everyone is just shitting on. Because y'all are bored and need more shit to consume. Like, just pause before you send that kind of shit to somebody. Think about how your words are going to impact somebody. Think about how your energy is going to impact somebody. How are you moving through this world right now? Like, what is your practice to stay in loving community with people around you? And especially within yourself, honestly, because I feel like the real deficit is self-love, right? I've always felt like the real issue that from which all other issues stem is the lack of self-love, self-acceptance. And I think it's even harder right now because everybody's living a digital life and trying to be famous off of that, like trying to be an influencer, or thinking that they can make like all this crazy money if like they go viral. And so they're living their lives to go viral, which is just, I hate that word to begin with, because like, why would we want to go viral? Like, why would we want viral energy? Like, for me, it's like, I want to be a frequency. I want to be a frequency that people are attracted to because they see themselves in me and they feel naturally inclined to engage with what I'm saying and naturally inclined to connect with what I'm putting out in the world, you know? I don't have to be thinking about 750 other ideas about how I can make somebody like me or think I'm funny. I'm funny. You know? This is a serious live, but I'm funny. I don't know. I think this world is so beautiful. And I think we have so much potential to be really, really beautiful. And if we invested more in our self-care and we invested more in all that shit that we project onto everybody else all the time on the internet. Because like if you're in people's comments and you're out here sending negativity to people, it's because it's in you, baby. If you're out here calling somebody cringe, it's because you have internalized shame that doesn't allow you to get out of your comfort zone. You can never do what that person that's making you cringe did. Y'all just be insulting and making fun of and just saying nasty shit to anybody. Children, babies, fucking all kinds of people. Not allowing people to grow and move past their mistakes. It's a huge one in our society right now. And that's not to say don't hold people accountable. That's to say allow people to grow and be better versions of themselves. Don't fucking freeze them in the self that hurt people. Why would you want them to stay that? Why would you want them to stay like that? Why wouldn't you want them to know better and learn and move on and not be on that tip anymore? And grow. That's literally what this life is about. Earth is a school. Earth is a soul school. We come into these little fucking 3D meat sacks that are fragile as fuck. Okay. Made out of organic material, carbon and water and electricity. Like we literally are magic. Me being able to snap is magic. Me being able to speak to you is magic. Us being able to share space through time and space right now on the internet. Like, what? The internet is fucking magic. We take it so for granted and we use it to, like, one-up each other instead of, like, connect. That's what the fuck this is about. We gotta connect, man. I'm like, my nose is itchy as fuck. I don't know, the world is already miserable as it is, so if you can be light, you can give people light, if you can extend compassion and love and gratitude and move in that kind of energy instead of walking around with entitlement and projection all the time, like you deserve to find a space where you can come from that place. You know? Like, you deserve healing. Even if, like, people told you can't get any better than what you are right now, like, you deserve to get better. You deserve to know better. And then act accordingly, because that's really what it is at the end of the day, is action. A lot of these bitches on the internet are just talk. Like, everybody's just talking all day long and saying all kinds of fucking shit out their ass and not at all considering that we're all in a super fragile state right now. Just trying to figure it out and continue navigating. For the sake of our future generations, for the sake of... Oh, shit. God damn it. Just sat on water. It's not okay. Hold on. Dios mío. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So, on that tip of compassion, bring it back to the beginning of this. Give artists a fucking break. You know? Just give them a break. We are really out here trying to survive. We are really out here still trying to make amazing art for you. Given the circumstance, given the budgets, and given the moment. We're really important. And we need support from y'all. We need support. Even if that's just, again, compassion, empathy. Understanding that if your fave's not giving you what you want, it's not because they don't want to give it to you. I guarantee there's a back-end reason why they can't give it to you. And it's also one that they can't talk about because most people are in situations where they cannot talk about their reality with you. And again, when I say artists, y'all automatically will go to the chart toppers and think that that's what everybody is. There are artists who do not have any means of support or very little means of support, who are breaking their backs to make something that they're proud of, to give it to you, and then y'all shit on it or call it low budget or consume it in a flash and expect more the next day. I just just ask you to tap in with yourself. Tap in with you, tap in with where you're at, and extend what you want extended to yourself. If you want people to have compassion for you when you fuck up, or have grace for your growth, because not everybody starts off with the crazy budgets. You gotta start off, like a lot of people start off out of pocket. Have compassion. Like, work on that if that's not something that comes naturally to you. Because it should. Because it's human nature, really. We were programmed to be in competition with one another 24/7 because that's what drives capitalism. That's what makes these billionaires that became trillionaires, that were millionaires, that become billionaires and trillionaires, and just keep hoarding all the wealth and just taking it all for themselves. Like, they want us to be against each other. Divide and conquer, baby. That is literally the MO, and has been their MO. They're really good at it. And when they realize that people are starting to get into each other's bag and solidarity is starting to happen, like at the beginning of this pandemic, when we're all really in solidarity with one another, like, they fucked that shit up real quick. Gave us another thing to be divisive about. Nobody deserves to die through this. Nobody deserves to feel disconnected from what they love to do, what their passion is. No one deserves to have to work a job for less than minimum wage, or minimum wage, that's what it is right now. Fuck, even if we put the minimum wage to $15 an hour, that shit still ain't enough. Like, there are so many people out here with 2-3 jobs to support their dreams or pay their rent. Like, we really, really need to cultivate compassion as a collective. So if you're watching this and you resonate, I challenge you to act that way in your life with everybody, especially with your fucking self. Especially with yourself. Give yourself compassion. I can't tell you how many times I've caught myself. I'm working on this, right? So this is something that, as I'm growing and as I'm learning, I'm learning this about myself. Sometimes the voice in my head talks to me crazy because it thinks I'm not doing enough. And like that voice, I've always, like I said, it's like the little white supremacist in my brain. We were all given that white supremacist in our brain that says, hey, you need to work harder for me. You need to work harder and sacrifice yourself and sacrifice your love and sacrifice your time on this planet. It's so precious, guys. We're here for a fucking... It's so fast. I'm 25, bro. Like, I was literally 15 2 seconds ago in my brain. In 5 years, I'm gonna be 30. Like, what? Like, what? La vida pasa súper, súper, súper fast. Rápido. Así de rápido. You gotta live your fucking life. And living your life in this constant comparison and living your life in this constant judgment of self and others is not it. And it's just making it harder on all of us to be alive. And it also just feeds the behemoth. It gives them what they want. When we can't all come together and be like, you know what? I don't like the way you're using my taxes, actually. I'm not going to give you that. I actually don't like the fact that you're using my hard-earned money to exploit people and build more prisons and give cops money and build more nuclear weapons. If one nuclear weapon goes off, bitch, the whole planet's gone. We're all done. If one goes off. One. Do you know how many they have? Thousands. Bake. You know what I'm saying? It's just like imminent threats and fear and like we're all gonna die all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just that's not how life is meant to be lived. Tap into yourself. Tap out of this fucking crazy ass frequency they're trying to get us in, or that they have us, a lot of us in, to be fair. But like, tap in with yourself. Tap in with yourself and find compassion. That's my message for today. So, I think that's it. Because I don't know what else the fuck to talk about. I've been talking a lot. And I know y'all aren't here for the deep conversations because like, the attention span, bitch, is just not there anymore. But I appreciate that 6,000 plus of you have been here and listening. Just know that if you're living your life on these apps and for these apps, you're gonna lose yourself in comparison. And what you put out into this world, whether that's online or in person, you're projecting what's going on inside of you. So if you think you're real clever and cute, talking shit and kikiing on Twitter and, oh, fuck these people and these people suck and these people are broke and these people are this and these people are that, they don't do enough, da da da. What are you doing? What are you doing besides commenting on other people's lives all day? What are you contributing to this society? How are you gonna make it better from your corner of the world? Because I know none of us want to live in this kind of shit. If you want to live in this reality, it's because you're one of the people exploiting people. And like, okay with that. Because some people exploit people, but they don't really know. It's kind of hard to like ethically participate in this society, to be fair. Because we got to survive. But at the end of the day, like, what are you doing? What is your legacy? People who are legends are not just people who accumulate millions of streams and plaques and things. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your legacy? So, tap in with yourself. Have compassion for fucking artists and stop hitting us with a stick being like, well, do something. No. Pause. Let us figure it out too, okay? We are all out here going the fuck through it, okay? Oh, actually, hold on. Some people are sending... Jazzy, you just sent growing my own food and sharing with my community. Fuck yes, Jazzy. That is quite the legacy. Sharing food, growing food, guys, what? Half of us are sick because we're eating genetically modified shit, bro. Half of us are sick because we're eating cancerous things that are packaged. Half of us are sick because our water is contaminated. Half of us are sick because we're taking medications that kill us and have mad side effects. Y'all aren't ready for that conversation though, so I'm not even gonna get into it. But pa que sepan, this shit is rigged, but you're fucking magic. You are magic, okay? You are made of all of the stuff that you see outside. That's you. That's a reflection of you. When you go to like a beautiful waterfall and you're looking at it and you're like, wow, this is so magical. You're 70% of that. Maybe a little more. I don't know the exact percentage of water, but we're mad water. We have a lot of water. Okay? So like tap into your majesty. Tap into how magical you are. Stop being scared. And be kind. Okay? Thank you so much for listening to me talk and rant about my life and my feelings. I'm gonna try doing these more because I know that you guys like it when I talk to you, and I actually feel like I really need to. A lot of the times when I'm doing this, I feel like a deep catharsis of just like, wow, I just need to share sometimes. It's scarier and scarier to share because of everything I've been talking about, like how crazy people are and how judgmental everybody is and how crazy the entitlement's gotten about like what you expect from people who you do not know. But we're all going through it. So if my words help you, I'm grateful. And I hope that you have a nice night. Cuídense.